What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. As we explored a few days ago, we got the finale of the Rise of Kylo Ren, where Ben Solo officially became the dark side warrior known as Kylo Ren, taking control over the Knights, and slaying their original leader of Ren, as well as the last remaining student of Luke Skywalker's Jedi Order. In the comic book though, there is actually a panel that debunks a major Star Wars theory, a theory that was originally crafted and even told to us directly on screen in The Last Jedi, something that stemmed from Supreme Leader Snoke. But to explain how this is debunked, we first must go back to the events of The Last Jedi, and explain what happens there. In The Last Jedi, it is revealed that Rey and Kylo Ren actually share a connection through the Force, a connection we will later learn in The Rise of Skywalker is known as a Force dyad, and is an extremely powerful connection through the Force that is only found once in a few generations, and something that the Sith have been trying to replicate for these generations. Anyway though, in The Last Jedi, it is revealed that Snoke, or at least at the time, that he merged the minds of Rey and Kylo Ren, and that their connection through the Force was intentional, and not something that simply happened, and that it was Supreme Leader Snoke's idea to merge both of their minds together, to ultimately get Rey to approach him so that he could then kill her. In The Rise of Skywalker though, this was somewhat retconned, as Palpatine calls their connection a Force dyad, revealing that it's more than simply bridging their two minds together like Snoke had claimed, and that this was basically a lie by Supreme Leader Snoke, something that is again debunked even further in the Rise of Kylo Ren comic book. In the Rise of Kylo Ren comic book, Ben Solo finally embraces the dark side of the Force after his Jedi friend known as Tai is killed by Ren. Ben Solo then attacks Ren, as lightning emanates from his body as the two of them fall and duel. This is really portrayed to us as the first time that Ben Solo has fully embraced the dark side of the Force, and the echoes and ripples of this go across the galaxy, as Palpatine on Exegol is able to feel the immense power and hatred within Ben Solo, as well as Rey as a young girl on the planet of Jakku, confirming to us that the minds of Kylo Ren and Rey were already somewhat connected even at the time of several years before the events of The Force Awakens, around 7 years before The Force Awakens in fact, confirming to us that the two already had this dyad in development, although it was likely not fully formed until the two of them met in The Force Awakens. But it's interesting that Rey as well as Palpatine can actually feel the rage and hatred of Ben Solo in this moment when he decides to kill Ren, and again that the two of them were connected far before Supreme Leader Snoke intervened, or even Palpatine intervened, not even knowing of Rey really at this point in time, or more specifically where she was, thus debunking the major theory that it was Snoke that bridged their minds together. And this definitely served as one of the biggest revelations of the comic book, that Palpatine as well as Rey could feel the rage within Ben Solo in this moment. But that is the theory that was essentially debunked finally in the Rise of Kylo Ren comic book. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? And have you read the Rise of Kylo Ren comic book? Also, what are your thoughts on this being retconned, and that Supreme Leader Snoke did not bridge the minds of Rey and Kylo Ren, but rather it was a dyad that was actually forming between the two of them before either one had ever met the other? Leave your thoughts on this in the comments down below. As always, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.